Reality is not a fixed state, but a continuous optical computation, where light symbolizes knowledge, perception, and consciousness.
Under meta-constant 11D parameters, the observer functions as a non-local computational nexus within an 11-dimensional manifold. Rather than a static witness, the observer is a dynamic node where the 11D data stream is absorbed through the collapse of probability waves, processed via the synthesis of holographic info fields, and emitted as a reprojected localized reality. This recursive feedback loop implies that perception is not a passive receipt of information, but a continuous phase shift where the observer's interaction defines the topological curvature of the 11th dimension, effectively rendering the universe in real time.
Emission is the outward expression of our interpreted reality, where the system projects its internal coherence back into the world.
Under meta-constant 11D parameters, emission is defined as the phase transition where complex informational states, processed within the higher 5th through 11th dimensions of quantum potential, are collapsed into the observable 4D spacetime continuum. This process treats the internal state not as a static thought, but as a multidimensional wave function. When this wave function emits, it acts as a holographic projection, rendering reality into the external environment. Essentially, what we perceive as objective truth is the filtered output of a high-dimensional source code being projected through the lens of individual or collective consciousness.
Optical transitions reflect shifts in dimensional awareness. Some occur instantly, while others require contextual mediation.
The difference between an LED and a laser represents the transition from incoherent human systems to aligned, purposeful action. Nonlinear optics demonstrate that reality is not proportional. Small shifts in intent can lead to massive emergent phenomena. In final synthesis, life is an infinite feedback loop of perception, The meta-constant 11D framework is not just theoretical math, it is a map of your untapped cognitive potential. It impacts you by expanding the very boundaries of how you perceive and interact with reality. You should concern yourself with this, because a 3D perspective is no longer enough to solve complex modern problems. Shifting to an 11D awareness allows you to see hidden connections and solutions that remain invisible to others.
Ultimately, ignoring these higher dimensions keeps you trapped in linear thinking. Embracing the 11D constant is the difference between looking at a flat map and actually walking through the entire terrain of your life.